So I've got something very special. You can see it is late in the evening or in the afternoon, coming to evening, and I'm gonna do a little bit of what do you call it, life with an electric vehicle, or living with an electric vehicle, especially the BMW iX3 in this case. So I'm going to take this car for a week. I'm going to show you guys this car just now, take it for a week, reset everything, and then see what it is like living with an electric vehicle in South Africa in these days, with charging stations, leaving the car for a week, driving it for a week, to work and back, to the shops and back, driving it as a normal person. So let's see what we get when we drive this car or live with this car for a bit. Let me quickly show you what the car looks like. So here is the beautiful BMW, like you can see, the all-electric BMW iX3 from BMW Secunda. This is our used car, guys. It is a proper spec. Well, it's actually a standard spec of this vehicle, but it really looks stunning. I love this cashmere silver. It is just a fantastic color. I love the mags and just the shape of this car. I love the diffuser. But let's drive this car for a week, see what it is like living with this beautiful car. Check the inside, guys. I'll show you the mileage as well. And we're going to use it proper. We're going to use the aircon and everything on this vehicle. So heated seats. Will really live with this car for the whole week and see. Currently we're on 231 range, 3,933 Ks. It looks like it's almost full, not completely full, but let's see what we get after the week. Today is Tuesday. So yeah, I want to see if I can drive it the whole week and for the weekend and take it from there. Really looking forward to showing you guys the potential of this car and what it is like living with an electric vehicle in South Africa, and I really think that we can do. I'm going to show you everything, guys, the grid cars application where you can see the charging stations and everything. So we're going to live with it and see what it is like. Let's give you guys an idea here quickly. So you can see aircon and everything is on, everything is pumping, and remember this car's got Harman car and everything, guys. So check, we've done, what's it now, 3936. So we've done 3Ks and we are sitting at 234 Ks range. So it just shows you guys it actually picks up range if you drive normally, and I drove very normal. So I just want to show you guys, let's see the kilowatts per hour. So we've done 3.4 Ks. That's actually the mileage there that we've done, 3.4 Ks. Let's go through this quickly. Boom, bam, bam. I don't know what GFM is. That's very interesting. So currently we're doing 35.6 kilowatts an hour per every 100 kilometers. So yeah, we'll check tomorrow morning when we start the car again, and then we'll take it from there. So driving to work, and as we can see, we're sitting on 215 Ks range, and we're sitting on 33.9 kilowatts an hour per 100 kilometers. I keep on wanting to say liters per 100 kilometers. Also still getting used to it, guys. Oh, just check there's Sassel in the background. It looks like a very coldish sort of day, but yeah, it's going to be a wonderful day. This is now day 2 of driving the BMW iX3. Our first new day of the BMW iX3, and we're at the dealership. We've done a total of 11 kilometers so far, and we're still sitting at a 217 kilometers range, which is not bad at all, guys. And I mean, everything is working. The aircon's on with a little bit of heater, and I've been listening to some music. But yeah, we made it, and let's carry on with the next step. And no, we are not charging the car as yet. I need to rush to Joburg to actually attend a meeting that side, and obviously we're taking the iX3, so we're going to jump in the car. We're not going to charge the car. You can see the car is not on charge, and obviously, guys, I'm not going to show you the plate, but cars are actually coming into play. So yes, I'm not putting the car on charge, guys. We are actually going to Joburg, and we will see what we do or what we get when we're there. So let's get into the car. Let's have a look here quickly. So you see the mileage is the same as when I stopped at the dealer, 3944, and then it actually jumped up without charging, 238 k's range. So you'll see it's just below 100% full. And yeah, let's quickly see. So we are going to switch the car on. Obviously the aircon and everything will be running, guys. So we're going to say resume route guidance. We're going to BMW head office in Midrand. So let's see, 152 k's that we need to get. And now it's even telling me 246 kilometers. So it keeps on picking up. And as I drive, it will gradually also adjust according to my kilowatt an hour per 100 kilometers. So let's quickly have a look here. So you'll see I said 152 k's. Let's see when we get into Joburg or Midrand if we need to charge and if we are going to take the chance and come back all the way to Secunda. So remember, guys, this is to show you exactly what it is like living with these cars. Remember, guys, this is a 210 kilowatt 400 newton meter car, 0 to 100 in 6.8 seconds. So we can get up to a 460 kilometer range on this vehicle. I know BMW say on the paper it actually says I think 505 kilometer range on the iX3, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but now I think realistic 460 kilometers on a full range. I mean, we have to do 152 now, so we should practically actually make it. And they say about on an average 18.9 kilowatt per 100 kilometers, kilowatt an hour per 100 kilometers. All right, guys, let's get on the road and let's see what happens. As we're driving, I just want to let you guys know we are going to keep to the speed limit. Only overtaking, we might exceed the speed limit a little bit, obviously, for overtaking, but we're going to keep it as per normal, like you drive per normal. And I'm going to put this, instead of being in D, you'll see it's in D now, I'm going to put it in B. It's that way, so some of the cars are different, just pull it again. But yeah, so in B, this is called your brake energy regeneration. So this will brake your vehicle for you a little bit more aggressive as than normal, actually. So yeah, let's quickly see. Let me show you guys quickly. So I'm going to take my foot off the accelerator, check how it brakes for me. So the car really brakes itself. So I'm going to keep it on the B side. Let's see if we can push some power back into the battery to get a little bit more range and possibly make it there and back on, well, a charge that we did yesterday. I think for the fun of it, I'm just going to put it in Eco Pro individual, or actually let's just put it in normal Eco Pro. I don't know what the individual is for or what it's been set as, but I'm just going to keep it as per normal. And then we can see our average currently is 30.6 kilowatt, 30.7 kilowatt an hour. I don't know if you guys can see it. There, you can probably see it. There we go. And that is what we're currently using, and I think that is what we are saving. Yeah, so we will see when we get there, guys. Just check, being on Eco Pro, it already jumped up to 250 k's range, but we'll see when we get closer what it is at. And guys, it is actually, I'm going to keep the aircon on, I'm going to keep the driver assistances running. Everything must just run on this vehicle as per normal. It's just the Eco Pro that's a bit different. And remember, Eco Pro stops working at 130, above 130 kilometers an hour. So yeah, we're not even going to get there most probably. So that's actually a very good test for everyday or quick driving. The nice thing in Eco Pro, I've got a driving style analysis. Yeah, currently I'm on 1 out of 5, so I'm accelerating too much. And oh, there we go, my anticipation is not that bad. That's a 2 out of 5, but we need to get a 5 out of 5 here, guys. Yeah, this is going to be a difficult one, but let's see if I can get a 5 out of 5. Just shows you my driving, eh? I was braking too hard and then my anticipation just went haywire. From 2 to 0. It even gave me a warning to say, hey guy, you must anticipate a little bit more. My acceleration is not that bad. I accelerated quite well. And the only thing I don't like is the fact that it shows me 100%, but now I want to see the exact 90% or whatever the case, and I don't know where to see that, to be honest with you. I'm only using a 1-foot pedal, guys, so this is quite nice. So that's why the brake energy regeneration, I know you guys like my socks, why it is so nice, because you really have to use your brakes. I mean, it's actually nice because I can't really see, but let's see if I can go. If I pull away, check there, I'm pulling away, but I have to brake and stop now. Okay, I put my foot on the brake because it's a habit. But check, my acceleration is doing quite well. So I just need to get used to that 1 foot operation, you know. The acceleration is quite easy, but the braking, the anticipation is a bit more difficult because it's so aggressive. But there I'm picking up, so I'm getting 2 out of 5 and 3 out of 5, which is not that bad. I think it's easier to see it like that. So I just need to make sure that I really work on my foot or my 1 pedal operation to see if I can get that to as close to 5 as possible. And I'm driving normal, but I think my normal on this car is very predictable, actually. So that's why I'm actually trying to get the anticipation and acceleration on 5 stars. And yeah, so far I've got it. And let's see how far we still have to go. 119 kilometers, and we are still sitting at 236 k's range. And we will put our cruise control now back to 120. There we go. And we've done 51 k's in total since I got this car, guys. And remember, it wasn't a full charge as yet, so holding thumbs. Let's go back there. Let's see. I'm still on 5 out of 5, so 10 out of 10 if you count both together, of course. This car actually, price-wise as well and power-wise, this is very close to your X3 30D. So 210 kilowatts, 400 newtons is the same as with your 20D, guys. But if you compare the electric power to 210 kilowatts price-wise and comparing the fuel consumption or energy consumption, I would compare it directly with your 30D X3, because price-wise that is what we are comparing to. So I want to compare apples to apples and not a 2-liter diesel, which is the pair in this case. If that even makes sense, guys. So I just want us to do a fair comparison between the cars so that we can see in terms of pricing at the end of the whole trip, after the week, what a 30D would have cost me on average, because that will be an average. This will be an actual cost, but what a 30D would cost me on average, and then what this would cost me over the week period, just so to compare the two prices compared to each other and show you how efficient it is and why you should buy an electric vehicle. One thing I'm just realizing now, guys, I don't know if I want my anticipation to be at 5-star, if you think about it, because on the electric car, the more I brake or use my brake, the more energy gets pushed back into the battery. So I don't necessarily know if I want that at 5-star. I think I'm just coming past here. Lekker, guys. Lekker. It's a lekker. This is really the Wild Wild West, the N17, but it looks beautiful and so quiet in any case. So yeah, 5 out of 5, I don't know, because now I'm anticipating I'm braking nicely, but I actually want all that power to go back. I mean, if I look at that, okay, see, it's pushing quite okay, but it was actually a hard brake now. So, but if I gradually go like I'm supposed to, see, I want to overtake this car. I'm going to overtake this car. So I just gradually go, don't really use power or anything. I didn't brake. Let's say I want to slow down for a car. I'm saying thank you. So I want to slow down for a car. This is what I do. I don't want to do that. I want to do this, because then I can get more energy back into the battery. So I'm not sure if this, I would, if anyone knows, or if this is correct, or if you actually save energy by not braking too hard with an electric car, please comment and let me know. That'll be nice to know. I'm going to do another long run with this car, but I actually want to then show you guys, because now I know where I need to go and I know that there is a charging station there. I want to show you guys in future, like if I do my own trip to Joburg, for instance, or Pretoria, I want to show you how that would work. So you use this application or web-based application called gridcars.net. I will put the link in my description as well, so you guys can check it out there. You can get a live map of what chargers are available. Are they actually available? Are they switched on? Are they broken, under construction, or whatever the case may be? And it will also show you AC or DC, the price of the charge, and also the sort of charge it is, so the kilowatt per hour charge it is, or if it's a DC or AC, like I said. So if you get a 30 kilowatt an hour DC charger, then it will actually show that to you as well. We will do that in the next long run, because remember, guys, I've got this car for a week and I'm doing a living with this car, living with the BMW iX3. So yeah, let's see how it goes, but now at least I know where to go. We made it to BMW South Africa, and yeah, that was in total, I've driven the car 161.4k since I reset it from the beginning. We did an average of 73.6 kilometers an hour, guys. So we still have a total, let me show you guys. We still have a total of 173k's range left, okay? And let's quickly go through. There you can see the kilometers that we've done. Let's see the kilowatts an hour. Okay. So there we go. So the kilowatts an hour, we did an average of 19.7. So only 8.8 kilowatts an hour combined on an average compared to what BMW say on paper, which is not bad. So let's quickly see here. I'm not sure if this is going to show my driving analysis now. I don't think so, because we are obviously not driving. It would have been cool. Okay, mine was better, it was 5.5, but it doesn't make a difference in any case. Guys, I'm going to put in my navigation, alright? I don't know if I want to take this chance. I don't know if I want to take it, because I mean, I'm going to be stuck in traffic on the way back to Joburg, up to Secunda, and we know we've got 172 k's range left. So let's quickly see. Okay, so I'm going to put here. Okay, so we're going to search for Secunda. Let's put on Secunda, and then searching. They currently have load shedding now, so when it comes back on at 2, we'll probably only be able to do that. So it's 151 k's, right? So you'll see now when I do that, it's recalculating, and it's telling me that I need to charge in 150 kilometers. And I've got 151 k's range, or 151 k's to go. So I don't know, guys. I'm not going to take the chance. I think I'm going to charge a little bit, and then we will see. I mean, it's very easy. It really helps even with the charge. So you know, okay, cool, we get here, we charge. This is how much it charges at a certain speed or rate, or whatever the case may be. I'm going to put it on the app as well and see. Yeah, I don't know if I should take the chance, guys. I think I'm going to leave it about half an hour. I'm going to come back, have a look at the car, and then let's see. You know what, I think I'm just going to put it on charge, just to not take the risk. So let's see. So let's I'm going to put it on charge, guys. It is load shedding at this point in time, so this looks like a DC charger. I'm not sure exactly at what rate this is charging at, but yeah, you can see it's load shedding now, so nothing is going to currently happen. So let's do this. Let's grab the charger. Let's grab it. Okay. All right, so let's put it in there. We'll see. We're going to lock the car, we're going to connect the car or the vehicle to BMW app, and then I can see if the vehicle, I'll actually do a screen recording of it, then I can see if the vehicle is actually charging or when it starts charging, and I'll quickly screen record it for you guys. Let's go do the training, and then after the training, if the car is charged, happy days. If it's not charged, happy no days. No happy days. Let's have a look see. Let's click on the charging state, and then let's have a look here. So we are currently on 52% charging. This is where the car is currently now. That's charged, and 178 kilometers left. And then to 100% charging target, 15:15. So yeah, that is about an hour's time exactly from now. Seems like probably a 50 kilowatt an hour charge battery or charging station. If I'm on a 80 kilowatt battery on a half state, 52%. As the last 80% and upwards take a little bit longer, so that will probably be a 50 kilowatt. Let's quickly show you something cool. So you can see the status of the car, windows, everything is locked. I just want to see the tire pressure, because I did get a tire pressure warning. Seems fine to me. And yeah, so this is what you can see on the charging state of the vehicle. This is where we're currently at. Few minutes of charge and already 187 kilometers left. And now we are on a full charge, guys, and a minute less than 15:15. So it actually charged a minute less. It's quite cool. You saved a minute. You know, for those guys rushing in traffic, you did save a minute. We're going to head back to Secunda now, and I actually do feel bad for fully charging the car. I know I need to trust the brand, guys, but I also need to get home, and I'm going to get stuck in traffic, so I was just not going to take the chance. But we are going to sort this out ASAP and actually do a full review on taking the car out again for another long distance drive, and actually going through the grid cars and doing all of that. Let me just quickly sort out the cable here. Let's jump in and head back to Secunda. Okay, we are in, guys. Let's see what the range is now. 360 k's range, and she is fully charged. Let's quickly go into the maps over here. Resume route guidance. Okay, tires are fine, guys. I just checked that. Let's see where it takes us. Taking us to Secunda. We'll see now 151 kilometers, 2 hours and 23 minutes, because of traffic. And you guys will see 341 k's range left according to what's on the map. So that's actually till the next charge. And let's carry on and do this, guys. See when we get back to Secunda. It's currently on 19.7. We're going to keep it in Eco Pro, but I'm going to drive normal now, so I'm not going to drive too slow. Let's just carry on as per normal, leaving BMW South Africa. It will be a combined from Secunda all the way to Joburg, and from Joburg back all the way to Secunda. So we'll see when we get there, guys. Just bear with me. I mean, it is that load shedding and the what do you call it, range anxiety and all of that. That's what we call it, the nice word for it. But I want to see. Remember, it's all about the planning. So I knew we were going to have a charging station there. So the next one we're going to plan properly and see if we make it there and if we can charge there. Because if I don't get to a charger, then it was my own fault. So yeah, let's carry on with this adventure. It is very exciting. I really, truly do love it. And yeah, guys, we can properly live. That was the turn off actually. We can properly live with these cars going forward, 100%, guys, 100%. Going into the future, the infrastructure is changing, drastically growing. We won't have any issues, guys, and we're doing it clean and green. I mean, this took me an hour to fully charge the car, so it's really not that bad. I mean, I was sitting there and the phone, actually, because the car's connected to my BMW app, I showed you that little bit there. And so that basically just shows you can do quick charge. It's really all about planning. But yeah, I don't have any stress limits at the moment. It was actually stress-free. It's just like standing there without fuel, without having any money in your pocket. It's the same sort of feeling. Planning is key. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. The driving and stopping the whole time actually helps the battery to regain energy, because I'm braking the whole time, so it pushes energy back into the battery. So hopefully that helps. Let's see. I'm still on 338 kilometers range up until the next charge. That's not the full range, so we'll see when we stop in Secunda what the actual range is left, where this will tell me where the next charge should be for me to be able to make it to Secunda. But I mean, we are way over the charge or range going to Secunda. One thing I do have to say, guys, stuck in traffic, this 1 foot I'm just gonna drive, right? So check my feet. I'm just driving. I never use the brakes. Like literally, I never use the brake. It just shows you the maintenance on these cars will be at the minimum. So let me just show you there. You can see the brake in the middle. This foot is resting, and I'm just checking the road, and you can see a little bit flatter, and then I brake. So as soon as I release the gas pedal or the electric pedal, as soon as I release the accelerator, then actually the car starts braking. It is just phenomenal. I love this feeling. I can get used to this, and especially when it's on brake mode. See? And just one thing on the car itself, you can see the sun is setting there. You can see I'm in just close to Alex. So guys, it's just a phenomenal drive. This car is smooth as butter. With these non-run flat tires, it's also even softer. Not that the run flat tires really make a massive difference on the new or facelifted GO1 X3, but this, it just feels phenomenal. It's such a smooth drive. Listen to that. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I'm driving on the grrrs here on the side to tell me that I'm on the solid line, because I had to make way for a bike. But you don't even feel it. You feel this slight vibration, but it's also because the steering wheel is vibrating because it's on driver assistances. So it's actually, well, I'm lying, it's not, because it's on 20 k's an hour. So you can feel the slight vibration, but you don't hear anything. And it's just such a smooth drive, and especially with this iX3 with your 1 foot pedal action. You never touch the brake. I absolutely adore this car. It really, and it's so soft, and like the Harman Kardon sound, like this iX3 is just spec'd perfectly to the things that I really want to use on an everyday basis. I really love this. The future is electric, guys. We need to wake up and just go for it. Just do it. Don't be scared. Just check these lights, guys. You must see, because it's the brights are also on your high beam. So because it's on high beam assist, it will actually determine where the high beams need to be. So as soon as a car comes from the front, it will actually disengage the light from that side. It moves around. It's pretty cool. I'm going to show you quickly how quickly this car overtakes a truck. As soon as we get the opportunity, and then you're going to probably see the lights, because as I go past, it will probably just shine all the way through. Let's have a look. Oh yes, and I put the car in comfort quite a while back, guys, so it's just as per normal, like just normal driving. I've been driving like normal, you know. So we're going to get an opportunity just now, and then we're going to overtake this truck a lot. Check how quickly it overtakes. Hey, how quick is that? And check the lights now. Check how far you can see and how bright it is. You will never get tired in this car. If those cars remove in front, it will actually shine even further. It is ridiculous. I absolutely love it. I just think the comfort in driving this car is phenomenal, guys. Like, it's smooth, the lights work for you, like it's bright, you'll never get tired. It is just such a nice drive, and it's smooth, it's quiet, like inside the car, you can listen to your music. I just absolutely love it, guys. I'll show you when almost in Secunda, I'll show you when we get there. We are almost home. I just want to quickly show you guys something. So I want to show you, because this is a dark road, a dark-ish road, and the lights are off. The load shedding again, guys. So let's quickly have a look. See, I'm going to show you just now. So you can see it's quite a dark road, and check how these lights run. You're going to love it. Now you can actually see it properly. Check. Did you see how it runs? It is insane, eh? It is just insane. Check now, it's going to go back to normal. I absolutely love it. Freaks me out. So let's take a turn. So now it's back to normal again. You'll see it's going to get dark in front. And there it lights everything up. And then you can sort of see a guy walking there. Interesting, eh? I love it, guys. Yo, this is just such a nice and beautiful spec. I love the LED lights, especially these adaptive LEDs. They just adapt properly. Let's see if we can see it again. Woo! We safely made it home. We're literally driving into the driveway now. So let's see when we stop. Then we can actually do a full, just check where we are currently. Remember, I drove it in comfort the whole time. And let's just quickly drive in. Let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to get in here quickly. And then just have a quick stop. Perfect. Let's have a look see here quickly. So, left, we have 184 k's range, driving comfort the whole time. Let's go through it quickly here. Let's see. 20.1 kilowatt an hour per 100 kilometers, so we definitely went up. We drove a total of 310.7 kilometers and at an average speed of 69.7 kilometers an hour. So you can see we've done quite a bit of driving extra on the way back, but I honestly think I would have most probably made it, because this still tells me to the next charge. So I don't think that is the true range. We'll actually check just now when we start the car again in the morning, but this is basically where we're at, guys. I actually loved the drive of this car. It is a fantastic car. It is quite light on juice or electricity energy, if that makes sense. Just depends on how you properly drive these cars. Day 3, or actually day 2 of having the BMW iX3, but day 2, day 3, because it's the third day I have the car, so, but it's the second day. I don't know, let's just call it day 3. Let's quickly have a look at where we are sitting. Just drove from home. Last night we did drive to my dad's house, and then we went to get something to eat, and then we went back home. So there's a few extra k's there, but yeah, we're not going to charge the car today. We're still going to keep it as is. Let's quickly see where we are currently standing at. Okay, let's switch it on. Samsung 4K there we go. Okay, it's cold outside this morning, guys. And this is why I use my auxiliary ventilation. So the car is heated up in the car currently. That's what I set it as. You'll see this little circle turning by this little fan. Now that is my auxiliary heating, guys. So this will send it to my car, and then as soon as I get into my car, it's nice and cozy, nice and warm, and just a livable experience when it's 0 degrees outside, or even sometimes in the minus, depending on where you are driving in Secunda. I just love this My BMW app. Alright, so currently we're sitting at 4,253 k's range, I don't know why the tire pressure is telling me that, because if I go in there, the tire pressures are all exactly the same. I will do a reset shortly, and at least I know that's sorted. We've done a total of 320.4 Ks on an average speed of 66.8 kilometers an hour, guys, and we have a range of 150 kilometers left. But I think, I mean, we're on a 50% charge state, so I think it's 51 to be exact. So I think we can actually carry on with this. I mean, this morning I put my auxiliary ventilation on, so that was running this morning before I got into the car, and my heated seat, and then also we were using the heated seats last night. So yeah, everything is always functioning on this car, everything is working as per normal. I always do drive it in the B mode, or I try as many times as possible to do that, but yeah, we don't always get to that. But as soon as I get into the car, I try and think about that. But yeah, so it's actually very fuel economy, energy efficient. Let's have a look here quickly. Let's see, just go there and there and there. So currently we're sitting on 20.1 kilowatts an hour per 100 kilometers. That's since my reset on this vehicle. Okay, so we're going to take the car out a little bit later, and then let's take it from there. Just remember this car, just keep an eye on this car and remember that for future use. But now day 3, well 4 actually, with the BMW iX3. I just parked it here by the wash bay. We're going to get it washed. We're most probably going to do a charge on this car today, because I am taking it to Joburg on Sunday, but we will do a proper review on that. I'll show you, I'll take you guys through that proper process. Probably not charge it today, maybe charge it tomorrow. Let's see, because I am at work tomorrow. Let's have a look at where we currently stand. Yeah, but it is like a chilly again today here in the shade, but not as cold as yesterday, to be honest. That's actually much better. Okay, so currently, guys, we are sitting at 107 Ks range, and every morning, 106, wow. Every morning, I actually put the heater on half an hour. It gives me half an hour, but I put the heater on half an hour before the time via the My BMW app, which is just phenomenal. So when I get into the car, my heated seats are on, and well, on the one, and then my heating ventilation is also on. I just absolutely love it. So when I get into the car, it's nice and warm. Okay, 106 Ks range left till the next charge, so I'm not going to charge it today. Let's drive it tomorrow still, and then take it from there. And currently we're sitting at a 20.4 kilowatts an hour per 100 kilometers, guys, and I'm driving this car as per normal. It's been in comfort. In town, I drive it in comfort. Sorry for doing that. In town, I'm driving in comfort the whole time. I do put it on the brake energy regeneration. I do put it there, but other than that, it's in comfort the whole time. I only drove Eco Pro on that distance, the long distance drive. I don't ever put it in sport really, but we'll do that this weekend maybe. But comfort all the time, and then 20.4 BMW claims and 18.9, so we're not far off, guys. And then let's quickly go through the rest. We've done a total of 361.3 kilometers and an average of 59 kilometers an hour. So 361, we still have 100, now it's 104. Keeps on going down. But as you drive, that will gradually pick up again or stay constant. It's very difficult to actually determine that at the end of the day, because it jumps up and down. It varies quite a lot. So I'm still trying to kind of figure that out, but it's not as accurate as an ICE engine, so internal combustion engine or whatever the case. So I think that's still getting there, but I mean, we're just less than 50%. So in essence, we should get about almost like 180 Ks range left. But let's see, let's keep it with that. 361, remember, I only did a half charge on this car from 47 to 100, so basically a half charge, and we're still sitting at 103 now. It keeps on going down. Let's quickly start it up.
You've got a couple of minutes to do it.
So there, it started up. Yeah, it still stays the same, 103 kilometers before the next charge, but we'll see later. So let's actually do a test on this. Let's see by tomorrow morning where we are on day 5, I think it is. Or not tomorrow morning, let's see this evening, because I might take this car out a little bit later today, and then after that, yeah, so let's maybe see when I go home today. 102 kilometers range, guys. It keeps on going down. That stresses me out, and everything is off. But yeah, I've been using it to its max potential. Like everything, charger has been running, everything is just running as like a normal car. We'll do the costs and everything at the end of the video. So at the end of the video, I'll put a full list together as to the kilometers that we drove, the amount of charging that we did, so that you guys can, and the kilometers an hour, so that you guys can see what it cost per kilometer driving a BMW iX3. I guess it's now day 4, 5. in the BMW iX3. Check guys, see the all electric BMW iX3. So let's jump in. We are going to work now, and we are definitely going to charge the car because tomorrow we are going to Joburg. So 88 k's range. Yeah, but it is chilly. Let's quickly put it on a little bit higher. It's chilly in the car, so we just need to heat up the car a bit. You can see my heated seats already on. We are in reverse, and then let's Vuma or Vamos or whatever you want to call it. There we go. It was my birthday yesterday, so quite lekker. Having a lekker weekend, and just need to get through work now. Yo, someone dropped to 84 k's range now, but that's fine. We'll see when we get to the office. We're going to fully charge the car, and then we're going to utilize that this weekend, and we'll charge it in Joburg as well. And then after charging it in Joburg, we'll drive back to Secunda and then see what's the range and all of that. We'll probably give the car back on Monday, I guess, if it makes sense. Let me just close the gate. Probably give the car back on Monday, and then we'll do a proper calculation on the mileage and what we drove, and yeah, if it's just we just want to. Oh yeah, I must probably put on my safety belt before we leave. Whee, safety first, guys. Okay, any case, yeah, let's quickly have a look at where we are currently standing. Sunroof is nice and open like a fresh air today, so let's actually open it up completely. Check there. Okay, let's have a look. See, we are currently sitting 20.7 kilowatt an hour per 100 kilometers. So that's basically your liter per 100 kilometers. And then let's see, so that's your energy consumption obviously. And then let's see, 374 k's. That's the total distance that we've driven with this car so far. Still just under, or let's say a quarter tank left. And we've driven 56 kilometers an hour average speed. So not that bad. So when we're driving like we're going to work. And remember guys, always one hand on the steering wheel at least. But yeah, let's get to work, and then let's quickly put it on charge, and then let's see how long it takes to charge, and then let's see what's the range that we get after charging, and then we'll do a proper drive to Joburg. Okay, let's put it on charge. So we're going to use the 30 kilowatt an hour DC charger, guys. So let's quickly drive it in. Just check for cars, obviously. I think I'm going to miss the parking now, actually, now that I think of it. Just properly park the car. I love the rear view cam, just makes life so much easier. Okay, so now this is what we need, guys. Let's get the charge card. We're gonna close the sunroof completely. Okay, let's jump out and do this. Okay, so there's our charger there. Open it up. So remember, it's DC, guys, so we're gonna have to do both sides. Now we grab the charger. Yo. Oh, you see now. Let's just properly take it off here. It's in. See, now it's orange, and then we'll check now when we switch it on. Put the card here. Hello, Justin. Good morning, Justin. Okay, so let's put it auto. We'll see it's going to use the DC charger. Hope you guys can see it there. You can actually hear it starting up. So now we just need to wait a few seconds. You'll see it's still orange here. Made a clicking sound. So let's check quickly. We're going to fully charge it, remember guys. I'll show you on the app as well that it's going to show me how long it takes and how long it takes, and also what percentage I am on and all of that. So this will tell me exactly the sort of kilowatt that I'm using charging the vehicle. So you'll see now it's charging. See now it's on blue. Okay, so now that's charging. So let's check here quickly. The car is on 31%. And use time, remaining time 127 minutes. So what's that? 2 hours? 2 hours and 7 minutes. And it's currently charging at 30 kilowatt an hour. So let's quickly jump into the car and show you. I'm going to put the card back into the car. So even in the car, it actually shows you exactly what's going on. So let me just put my phone here so you guys can see it. So there we go. So current range 80 k's, current charging power 30 kilowatts an hour, and let's see, 80 kilometers, and then let's see, charged to target at 10:13, so 30 minutes past 10 it should be on 100%, and on 100% we've got 257 k's range. So let's have a look, let's see by that time. So let's quickly update and see where we are. Okay, so let's update 41%, I'm going to update to, what's it now, 78%. We gave it a bit of time, and to fully charge this car it's 9:27, 21, 27, so 10:15, so it's going to be about an hour. Let's call it 45 minutes to 50 minutes to fully charge this car. We actually have a 30 kilowatt an hour DC charger, so from 78% now it will take us up until an hour to charge the car. So let's see, now fully charged, 266 k's of range, 100%, there we go. So it actually took to 10:03, so a little bit quicker than anticipated. But guys, let's see when we drive to Joburg. So like you saw just now, the car is currently full, and you can see it is actually on green. And then over here you will see unplug the connector. 50, okay, so there we go. So that's what we have, 54, that's what we charged, 54.22, and it took 117 minutes, but it's now full. So now we need to get the card. I don't think we can just unplug it. Oh, we can actually, we don't need the card anymore. There we go, and I think we are complete. So let's jump into the car and have a look quickly. I probably need to pick up that cable there. Okay, so let's have a look here. Let's jump in. 264 k's range, but now we will actually see how long we drive on that 264. So remember the mileage here, 376.6, that's what we've driven so far. So let's see from there to there. So in actual fact we can do now 500, so let's call it about 630 k's. So that should be on 630, and then we can see if that actually made it. So 630, let's say 640. If we're on 640, then it means it actually did the 262 k's range. If we go above 640, then we've done more than the 262. So let's have a look. I mean, I'm probably going to charge it in Joburg when we go to Joburg, but yeah, this will probably, let's just see what we get to when we're in Joburg. But yeah, just keep an eye on that as well. I am so excited for today, day 5, day 6, not exactly sure. I think it is day 6 in my mind, but like I told you guys, I mean, I got it on the first day, so it's actually day 5. But in any case, we are taking the car to Johannesburg now, and yeah, I actually want to experience. I'm going to show you this awesome app or web-based app called gridcars.net, and I'm very excited to show you guys to see where the charging stations are, if we're going to need to charge, and how close they are to each other, and what if it's an inconvenience or convenient for us to actually drive an electric car in South Africa. So this is a proper test, guys. I'm going to jump in the car now, show you the range that we have, and we're going to put the navigation in according to Grid Cars. We might go to Four Ways Mall, but let's have a look. I've got another stop that I need to take, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, so me and Megan, we're going to go to Johannesburg. So let's have a look at what the current range is and how far we need to drive. So there's my charging card over there. I surely hope that there's money on the card, and we currently have 253 k's range left, and we've done a total of 401.7 kilometers on an average of 53.2 kilometers an hour. I'm going to keep it in Eco Pro all the way there. I'm going to do normal, actually I need to do a proper test, so actually let's put it into comfort. And then let's just drive the car. I'm going to keep to the speed limit, of course, and drive the car as per normal, but we're going to use the chargers. You can see both chargers are plugged in. I'm going to use the aircon, definitely not my heated seat because it's not that cold today. You can see it's a nice and sunny day. And yeah, let's see how long it takes to get to Joburg, and also what we have left when we get there, and if we do need to charge. So we are just below 100% charge. Let me quickly show you on the app itself. Let's quickly have a look here. Let's go gridcars.net, so gridcars.net. So this is the web-based application that you use to see all the charging stations around the country. So let's accept, then you go to the live map. Now we want to go to Joburg, so I was thinking of Four Ways because I want to play some adventure golf, and Four Ways does have an adventure golf. Let's try Ferndale. Ferndale. Let's have a look at, see, so it's not picking up anything in Ferndale. So let's try Four Ways, because I said I wanted to go to Four Ways anyway. So let's do Four Ways, because there is adventure golf in Four Ways as well. But I definitely know that there's a DC charge. So if I do this, you'll see, because I don't want to use the AC because it does take a little bit longer. You can see AC is 22 kilowatts, but the vehicle can only do 11 kilowatts an hour on the AC charge, this specific vehicle. Only the i7 and upwards, they can do the proper 22 kilowatts. So if I go to the mall itself, so let's see there, in the Fourways Mall, there's a DC charger, and that's a 60 kilowatt an hour charger. You can see it is available and operative. Connector is available for charging, and that is your price that you need to pay per kilowatt an hour for the charging. So let's quickly have a look. I'm going to put my maps in for Fourways, and let's have a look at, because we're actually also going to Randburg, guys. So I want to go into Randburg to view something else. So let's see when we get there and we get to Fourways how long it takes to charge the vehicle. So I'm going to put my maps on over here. Remember, this must be as convenient as possible for you to just jump into your car and drive to Joburg. If you stay in Joburg, there's a lot of charging stations, so it makes life a lot easier for you guys. But for us staying in Secunda, we only have one charging station here, and we want to go to Joburg. So now we need to see if it really is possible and if it's worth it. Okay, so let's say Fourways Mall. Fourways Mall. Molly. Okay, I don't know if that was the right one, so let's do that. Oh, there's backspace. Yo, Justin must wake up a little bit this morning. So Fourways Mall, I actually want the charging station itself, but let's just go to the mall. I mean, it doesn't really matter, the mall, same distance. Start route guidance. Now it's going to recalculate over here. We had 273 k's range all of a sudden. So now we somehow have more range. Okay, that actually gives me less range anxiety. So let's take a drive to Joburg. Let's see when we get there what the situation is like, and then make a decision if we're going to charge or if we're going to push this car to its limits. Enjoy. We finally made it to Joburg. We're gonna have a lekker breakfast at this what's it, Piccolinos. So let's see where we at, guys. So 554, that is the total kilometers that we've driven. We still have 190 k's range left. I'll quickly show you guys on the app what the actual percentage is. It looks like on the dot 50%, but I'm not too sure. So we did an average of 60.3 kilometers an hour. Remember, guys, this is since the day I took this car, the full reset, but we did about 125 k's all the way through on cruise control, because if you do 125 kilometers an hour, it's actually 120 on the radar. So yeah, 190 k's. After Piccolinos, we are going to Randburg side, put a few more miles on, play some adventure golf, and then we might actually charge the car a little bit. We'll see, but I want to go to the Fourways Mall and actually plug it into the charger and experience that as well. See how long it takes while we're in the mall to fully charge the car, or just to charge it enough to get back to Secunda. Okay, so let me go have a breakfast and then we carry on with the day. Very hot, guys, very hot in this car. So let's quickly check. We've got 134 k's range left. We want to go to the shop first quickly, but let's just quickly see if I want to go to Secunda Mall. Let's go Secunda. Just want to see how far it is. So let's say Secunda Mall, start route guidance, 162 k's. Let's see, 134 k's range. I don't think I'm going to take that chance, eh? So I think what I'm going to do is let's go to Fourways. Let's go live map. I first want to see if that charging station is actually currently available. So there's the DC at Fourways Mall. Let's choose that one. Okay, so it currently is available. So I think let's just go there. Let's just go to the charging station at in the mall, and then let's have a look at the charging capabilities of the mall. So it says 60 kilowatt an hour. So let's actually see how long it takes to charge the car. Just to give you a quick idea, searching for charging stations on the vehicle itself, you can actually see there's quite a few charging stations in like a 5 kilometer range from us. So you'll never have an issue here in Joburg to actually find a charging station. Just depends on how quickly you want to charge and how far you would like to drive. Okay, so we are at the charging station. So I want to see, it's a Jaguar charging station. There is someone charging currently inside the car. This gentleman is currently charging on his DC. So let's see if we can charge on the AC. So I've got my plug over here. Let's check. Let's pull this little baby out here. Okay, so let's have a look-see. Let's plug it in this side. Okay, it's in this side. Okay, let's see this side, if we actually make it. That was an interesting experience. We were sitting here for 17 minutes and I got a total charge of about 173 k's range now. Just above 50, I think it was 55%. But yeah, so that was a bit, if it wasn't for that person helping me there, I would have gotten a bit confused. But let me tell you, it's not all bad. If I just, because I mean, on the board itself, there's a thing that you need to scan where you register and all of that. But if you don't know it, it does make you a little bit more anxious. But when everything is set up, it's actually very simple. So for us, like at BMW Secunda or at a BMW dealership, it's very simple. You park there, put your card, and there you charge your car. Now I had to register on this certain application, Charge Station South Africa, or Charge Pocket. I had to register there before I could charge my card or could charge my vehicle. So it works hand in hand with grid cars. But these are the things we live and learn, guys. I mean, it is still very new, but still very convenient. I mean, I was sitting just for 17 minutes just to get enough charge to take that anxiety away to actually make it back to Secunda. So not that bad, guys. I think by the time we actually get to 2030 and these electric cars are all around and 80% of the drivers in South Africa drive electric cars, we shouldn't have such a big issue. So when I logged my ticket or when I registered my card onto the system, it showed me immediately how many tokens I have left to charge my car just enough so I can get home. So really, guys, here in Joburg you will never have an issue. And actually for our small town guys or small town people, if you can put it like that, you don't really have to have that much of a range anxiety. I mean, if I couldn't charge here, I would have possibly just charged at BMW or whatever the case may be, because there's a charging station around every corner here in Johannesburg. So yes, it was a bit nerve-wracking, but wasn't all that bad. Just a different experience. But this is how we live and learn with these cars. But I wouldn't let that not make me buy an electric vehicle, to be honest with you. And especially if you live here in the city or in Cape Town City, for instance, you will never have an issue. KZN, I think they still need to work on their charging stations there. But if you live in Gauteng or Cape Town, all good. So let's see with this 17-minute charge what we end up when we're in Secunda. We've got 154 k's that we need to do to get to Secunda. So let's see, guys. So we finally made it back to Secunda, guys. I'm going to show you inside now. I just want to show you this awesome car. I love these rear tail lights. Ew, they just look insane. Just check the carpet or the welcome carpet from the BM. It just looks stunning. Even my dog is very happy that I'm home. Hello, Lily. let's quickly jump in, guys. It was actually not necessary to charge the car, to be dead honest with you. I love this electric check there, M, but in blue for electricity. Yo, guys, this car just looks amazing inside. So just check, let's have a look inside here. So 41 k's range, guys. I honestly think, look, I put an extra 30 k's 40 k's on the vehicle while charging, so I think that what we have left is actually what we put on charge. So it wasn't really that necessary. I think I could have pushed it a little bit harder, but in any case, rather play safe than sorry, right? 20.6 kilowatt an hour per 100 kilometers on an 80 kilowatt an hour battery. You can just work that out. Gives you about 400 k's range. 734 k's in total at a 61.9 kilometers an hour average speed. So yeah, it's really not that bad, guys. I'm going to finish off this video tomorrow. We will say goodbye tomorrow, put the figures together on the last stint of the video. But yeah, this is basically what we've done, and we've got a 41 k's range left. I don't think that is too bad, to be dead honest with you. Really a stunning car, such a smooth drive with the non-run flat tires, and yeah, I absolutely love this drive. Harman Kardon sound, the softer suspension. Oh, I just loved it, guys. So we'll see tomorrow morning when we go to work what the mileage or what the range is on then, and then we'll do a full charge that side and do our goodbyes. But yeah, I'll do my conclusion as well in the morning when we say the goodbyes on the car. There we go, the last drive of the BMW iX3, guys. So 35 k's range left, and then it actually gave me an indication on the screen itself there where I can get a charging station, all of that. So let's quickly go through, let's see the total range that we've driven. Okay, so 20.6 kilowatt an hour per 100 kilometers. Let's go through 737.7 kilometers. That's what we've driven in total since I got this car in a 7-day period. 61.4 kilometers an hour average speed. And let's quickly have a look here. If I go to my car and I go to driving information, journey data, let's have a look there. See, so everything is still the same. We saved in Eco Pro about a 50.4 kilowatt an hour. That is what we generated back into the battery, which is pretty cool, I think. So that actually helped quite a lot. Looks like our total distance or driving was 12 hours and 40 minutes, which is quite a lot if you ask me. It's actually quite cool. And then you can see where we drove in comfort, and the blue is in Eco Pro, so you can actually see the differences. I think it's very similar at the end of the day, to be dead honest with you. Not really that big of a difference between the two. That's why I varied between the two, but I never drove the car in sports, because I mean that's not what you do on an everyday basis. I would have loved to try it in sports, but I really didn't. But guys, remember, we used everything in this car. So now down to my conclusion and what I thought about the electric vehicle and what the cost breakdown is on this specific car. On 3,933 k's, that's where we started. Let's take the full charge out of equation. The full charge is about 588 Rand. I'll put the full charge with at the end, but yeah. So my conclusion, guys, it was such an experience. In the beginning, I had some range anxiety, and then afterwards, the range anxiety fell away. After realizing what I can do, if I plan it properly, where I can charge, where I cannot charge, it really makes a big difference. It's like putting in fuel when you have money or don't have money, or if you're traveling to a certain destination. It's the same sort of concept, just in a different way. So this might take a little bit longer, but remember, if you drive long distance, you're going to stop and have a coffee or a breakfast or whatever. That takes about an hour with the family. So then why not charge the car in the meantime? Just plan your route properly. So we started on 3,933 k's. We ended on 4,671 kilometers. That was the range. So difference was 738 kilometers. In total, we traveled 738 kilometers. So if you check, the first charge was on 50%. That was an average of about 244 Rand. The second charge was on 41%. So I would equate that to about 300, round about there. Then the last charge for that quick 15-16 minutes was 11 kilowatts, so that was 81 Rand 50 cents. But now, if you think about it, if we traveled, let's say you got the car on a full charge, right? Now you want to travel, you take the 588 out of equation. The cost of traveling 738 kilometers was only 625 Rand and 50 cents. Guys, that is less, way less than a Rand a kilometer. It gives me about an 84 cents per kilometer. That's crazy. You don't get that in a 2-liter diesel. Even a 2-liter diesel, guys, it won't give you that. It is phenomenal how fuel economy or energy efficient these cars are. It really is mind-boggling. I don't think, even on this high price and at 7.35 Rand, when you charge at home, it's much cheaper. It actually makes a big difference. If you have a solar panel or a solar system for 100,000 Rand that you put in the beginning, just extra on top of running your house, which costs about 250 on an average. So if you spend about a 350, you're going to drive for free. You're literally driving for free, unless you have to charge at a different charging station where you have to pay a little bit. So that's why I'm taking that 588 out of equation. So let's say you start from your house on a full charge. To drive 738 kilometers is going to cost you 625 Rand and 50 cents. That is it's a rough estimate, but not that rough. It's actually very, very close. It's so close it might be a kilometer or two difference, guys. It is fantastic. This is the way to go. You guys just need to, we all just need to get into the electric cars and just really embrace them, because we are going, this is the future, guys. We're not going anywhere else. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope it really helped, and I hope to see you guys soon, and I hope to see you guys buying more electric vehicles, and call me if you guys need one. Cheers, guys.